Sources were used for
The twists and turns surrounding the loss of money at the NYS during the tenure of Ndegwa Muhoro continues to baffle as the Public Accounts Committee of the National Assembly continues with their inquest. Today, it was the turn of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to shed light on the status of the investigations into those mentioned in partaking the loot. Key among the revelations was that the then NYS Deputy Director General Adan Harakhe may have lied about his IFMIS password being stolen by other officers to facilitate theft of money.
One of the persons who had recommended to be charged, the advice from DPP was that we treat him as a witness. That was the then AIE holder.
Mr. Harakhe?
Yes.
What is it that we are seeing on Harakhe? Is this man having all the impunity on heart?
He said that he is on interdiction, but he is on full pay with all the benefits. And we are clearly asking, who is this Harakhe?
It simply means it is Harakhe who was responsible for the entire thing. So that is why we are at a very big loss, why Harakhe is not being charged.
In the DCI's submission to the committee, Harakhe played a major role in the loss of the 791 million shillings of NYS money through the Integrated Financial Management Information System.
From his browser history that we analyzed, we were able to get that it was him who approved. Also from the IFMIS report, we were able to confirm the 45 series transaction numbers. From the IFMIS report shows that the user who logged in was Harakhe A, and he was the one who approved the payments.
All these things we're talking about hacking do not exist. I think all these were deliberate moves which were done to defraud the government of all these funds.
Consequently, a trail of money credited to about 42 companies associated with NYS dealings, including those owned by Josephine Kafura and Ben Gethi, shows huge withdrawals of money meant for payments for works done, but ended up being done by NYS cohorts. Interestingly, some of this money was being withdrawn in the wee hours of the morning. According to the investigators, some of the suspects were trying to play clever when depositing or withdrawing money. For instance, one will deposit money at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, tamper with the settings of the computer to show 3 o'clock in the morning, then withdraw the money at that particular time.
On the 31st March, Josephine Kafura withdrew from Big Ken Company 20 million and reinforced concrete technologies 20 million at around 042 hours and 0341. 0342, 0341.
I think what you're trying to add up makes sense, and it is true. I believe and I agree with you that it is the same transaction. But those guys were smarter than the way you know the report, and that's what they're trying to use now.
Also revealed is the fact that some officers at the ministry fraudulently added zeros to amounts due from LPOs, which were filled in quadruplets to inflate the total amount against each transaction number.
The LPOs, that is a quadruplicate, copies for number 4410 was of 2,085,000 shillings. While in the IFMIS, a zero had been introduced to a figure of 20 million, over 20 million. The other one, number 4472, was of 2,475,000. A zero had been introduced on the IFMIS to come to 24 million.
Dubious NYS dealings may by now running to about 2 billion shillings. They also say that they have forwarded more files to the DPP for action, as they assert that about 95% of their investigation is done. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.
He has requested to come next week.